on a personal level, what is the worst part about being a robot?
You talking about me being German?
I'm actually talking about you being dead inside.
Yeah.
So there's a label for this. So you have, what's it called?
It's called aphantasia.
Aphantasia. So explain aphantasia for people, because I find this fascinating from an entrepreneur perspective. And I have, on more than dozens of occasions, been critiqued for being a robot. So what is aphantasia?
So aphantasia is a condition that I found out that I have like 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. And it's the inability to create mental images. So when I close my eyes and I think of an apple or my daughter's face, I see nothing. Basically, in my head, it's always black. And another side effect is I can't reproduce images in my head, but I also can't reproduce sounds, tastes, smells, or emotions. So I can have them in the moment, but I cannot reproduce them, which also has a side effect of SDAM, which stands for severely deficient autobiographical memory, because memories are sounds, tastes, smells, pictures, and emotions. And so, yeah, this leads to me being like, if this is the emotional spectrum, I kind of like exist here. You know, I'm never really depressed, or never really like super happy. You know, I have like I feel less emotions, I guess, which allows me to make very rational decisions.
That sounds delightful to me. And I'm pretty good at that too. But I definitely have sound, taste, feel, etc. that reproduce in my head all the time. And often in fucking annoying loops that I can't get rid of. What is the worst part about it for you? What's the downside to it? I think, like, to me, the upside seems really clear, which is pragmatic, structured decision making. That is, and
I do not have the entrepreneurial roller coaster, like, yay, fuck, yay. It doesn't exist. And I guess also in life, you know, it makes it much easier. When our father passed away when I was 12, it took me an afternoon to get over it. Like, I just told myself, it's nobody's fault. It's nothing I can do. It is what it is. I can't change it. And so I guess like I've been super stoic by design. And my brother, on the other hand, is like very emotional and very hypervisual, and he's still suffering from this like 30 years plus later. So I think this is like definitely the benefits of being able to really cut through the bullshit, not being held back by emotions in that sense. I feel emotions, but it's just like it's never taken me over in a sense. Downside of this is, for example, in relationships, when my wife went through breast cancer and she had to go to radiotherapy, I didn't go with her because, like, in my logical mind, there's like no benefit of me being there, like emotional support, like it didn't compute. I would have like cut off a finger or an arm if this would have helped her, like without blinking. But I didn't get that, and so she shared this with me, I don't know, a year or so ago, and it was like big aha moment, like how tough this was for her. Also, after finding out that I have aphantasia, he's like, "Oh my God, so many things make sense now." Because I always knew I'm different somehow, and but now it's kind of things make sense. So I think that on the social level, it can be challenging, or like I can't feel empathy. I have logical empathy. I really care about people, and I like helping people. But if you tell me something horrible that happened to you, before I still like smile at you and think like, oh, how can I help him? Versus like not having like I'm so sorry. Like I didn't have this. Now I kind of fake it to some degree, not to make people feel uncomfortable that I don't care. So yeah, I think this was definitely a deficit for many years.
I want to ask about kind of how you cultivate that, and I want you to tell me about that. But I have to hit on the fact that you just said I kind of fake it. I think about that particular thing all the time. Like, if I don't have a genuine feeling around something, but I know that it will serve me and serve other people, sometimes it feels disingenuous to like play the game. But I don't know that it's really faking it. I think it's actually just being aware that other people need things out of the situation too. And the pragmatic path to the outcome that's going to make people happiest and create the best win is to do this thing, even if I don't like it.
I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It didn't come to me naturally, but I know that people will feel bad if I'm not doing it. I had like a business partner that was like pouring out his heart because he was struggling. It was like 10, 15 years ago. And I listen to it. It's like, hey, just like do this and this and this and this, and everything should be fine. And he's like, oh, you on your ivory tower. Is like, dude, I just want to help, but like he just want to vent and kind of like get this, this empathy, I guess. So
I guess I was thinking about it through the lens of like efficiency. Like there are lots of moments where, I would imagine you can relate to this, where somebody is having an emotional challenge and you're like, yeah, but you can't do anything about that right now. So
just like move on. Yeah. It's like you can't control it. It's nothing I can do about it. Like, it's not an issue. Just keep on moving.
And also I have to do something right now. So I'm going to go do this thing because I can't serve you in any capacity either. So like, okay, bye.
Yeah. I do my best to, I guess, manage people to some degree. So I help them to get to the outcome that they desire, even though it takes a little longer.
So how have you cultivated that and cultivated the ability to be empathetic in some capacity?
I guess like deeply caring about people and helping people to succeed, kind of like always providing value to others and acting out of love, not fear, not thinking like, oh my God, my time, Sometimes it still slips. For example, I listen to audiobooks on 2x the speed, because I guess I can retain it fast. And if people speak slow, it's horrible for me. It's like, come on, get to the fucking point, but it's, it's definitely a little bit of a struggle, but I don't, it's like I said, it's playing the game, kind of really getting the outcome to what you want to get. For example, I did an A/B test of like dressing up, wearing, not tie, but like suit and dress shirt and stuff like this, and a more expensive watch. And just people react differently to you. It's just, it's kind of ridiculous and dumb, but that's the game, and those people react different. And so why would I not use that? Every time when I travel or hotel, any like interactions with the waiters, you get much better service. And okay, I saw this pattern. Why would I not take advantage of that? Not in a mean way, but like, that's.
Nope. I like that. I think that's interesting. There are times when, but it's sort of this notion of, there are times when those things frustrate me, right? Where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fucking deal with this right now. I don't want to play this stupid game. Like, just give me the thing. But I'm frequently reminded of this Stephen Covey quote from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the quote is, with people, fast is slow and slow is fast. It's not actually efficient to speed a human through something that's having an emotional experience. Efficiency actually is slowing down and walking through it with them.
Yeah, we do lots of, with Love Not Fear, we do personal and organizational development. And this is exactly the thing. Like it's okay to be slow. It's okay to be messy. Like learning takes these processes to go through the motions and to give people the time to do that. You can't just like say, okay, now do this and this, this and this, and then hope that they will do this. This is just not how humans operate, or, and so that's the game. And if you want to win at the game, even though it's a little frustrating, if you, maybe it's frustrating in the moment, but if you play the long game and you're aware that if you really want to get the outcome that you want long game, then this is what it takes.
Yeah, and I think that the realization that I have come to through life is there's no reason to be annoyed with the game. Like, acknowledge the game for what it is, and if you don't want to play it, find a different game or try to modify the rules. But you can't just arbitrarily go into a basketball game and start throwing a football around. Like,
yeah,
doesn't work.
Inefficient.
Inefficient, right? So you have to work on trying to modify the rules or play within whatever structure it is and slowly change it as you see fit.